the beauty that a murmuration of starlings possesses, our experience seems to be more than the sum of our parts. From childhood onwards, we have a sense of identity, a kaleidoscope of memories. The sorts of skills and knowledge we bring into play in living and reproducing include the ability to fantasize and deceive, control certain urges, and imagine the future. Through a blend of senses, emotions, hidden impulses, and intimate narrative, we dream and we anticipate. The human mind is an amazing natural phenomenon. Yet our kind of intelligence, having a subjective consciousness among other things, does more than just enrich our experience of life. It provides far greater flexibility in our behaviour than might be possible without it, most especially with each other. Little wonder, then, that we have spent much of history asserting that human experience has a meaning and value that is lacking in the rigid lives of other animals. Surely there is something about us that can't be reduced to simple animal stuff. Some might say that, stripped of culture, we become more obviously akin to the other creatures on Earth, relying on wits and body to get the energy to remain alive. Many works of art have aimed to teach that lesson, needling the imagination with the image of a human at the mercy of the forces of the natural world. But even so, we recognise that this individual has a potential for awareness that is unique in what we know so far of life in the solar system. Here we have it, the exhilarating oddness of being something so obviously related to everything around us, and yet so convincingly different. We are the mythical being our ancestors once painted on rock, a therianthrope, part animal, part god. There is the animal body, the bit of us that bleeds and ages, and then there is the exceptional bit that seems to come from our intelligence and self-awareness, our spirit. As American political scientist George Tepp has written, we are the only animal species that is not only animal, the only species that is partly not natural. This idea can be found everywhere. We are animals as we embrace and as our bloodied newborns slide from the bodies of women, but not when we make vows. We are animals as we bite into the flesh of our meal, but not in the workplace. We are animals on the operating table, but not when we speak of justice. This split in the human condition, we are told, has not only saved us from the meaningless lives of other creatures, but forms the basis of the world we inhabit. It has raised us to the highest position in a hierarchy of life. It has left us with the impression that the human world is rich, while the animal world is its pale shadow. And this has opened the way to a worldview in which our flourishing is the ultimate good. It is, of course, perfectly possible to believe that humans are animals with no special origin or meaning, even peculiarly rapacious animals that the world would be better off without. But people rarely behave in accordance with this view. In other words, they usually continue to live as if the human world has meaning and rules of conduct that can be better or worse. Perhaps it ought to end there, yet we remain haunted. Many of our most common beliefs spring from an underlying refusal to accept that we are organic beings. Our kind of awareness has left us uncomfortable with the facts of an animal life. Animals suffer and die according to random events. Being a creature related to everything from an oak tree to a jellyfish brings with it threats like pathogens, injury, physical change, and for us, moral uncertainty. All that we love and value must be tugged out of an untamed landscape. This is both frightening and confusing. From this perspective, being animal is an embarrassment. Worse still, it is a danger. Yet history has given us hope that we are different from the rest of the earthly rabble. What we truly are will save us from the fate of animals. Where other animals must suffer and perish, we have the gift of deliverance, whether into heaven, a glittering future, or even merging with machines. We can be more than our animal bodies or our organic nature. What is important about us is somehow protected from the natural forces over which we fear we have no power. But this creates a strange amnesia. In convincing ourselves that there's a real and radical dividing line between us and all other organisms, we seem an impenetrable mystery. Because of this, our relationship with being